Hello P4 members, it is yet another interesting lesson, and you know I left you with an activity. We have to go through it before we can see what we are going to do today, okay? If you have anything that can distract you, please push it away, because I need your concentration. You know, when you concentrate, you get everything right, okay? Now, friends, let's go through this work very quickly. Question 1, give another name for swamps. For swamps, remember, for swamps. Yes? Wetlands. Very correct. Question number 2, mention any 2 types of swamps. So we have 1, papyrus swamps. We have forested swamps and grassland swamps. Question number 3, how are swamps important to craft makers? To people who make baskets, people who make bowls, mats. How are swamps important? Okay. They provide raw materials for making crafts. Everyone is just getting everything right. I love that. Question number 4, why do you think swamp drainage is a bad practice? The dangers of swamp drainage. 1, it leads to drought, it leads to floods, it leads to desertification, it destroys habitats for wild animals. Question number 5, state 2 reasons why people drain swamps. Why do we dry up swamps? To create land for settlement, to create land for farming, for setting up industries, and so forth. The last question was write NEMA in full. Yes, what does NEMA stand for? National Environment Management Authority. Now, sometimes children tend to forget to say the word environment. So when we are writing environment, it's E-N-V-I-R-O-N-M-E-N-T, environment. Then management, sometimes we also write it wrongly, but it is, you can write man, age, and mant. M-A-N-A-G-E-M-E-N-T, management. So this is the body that is responsible for preserving swamps or the environment generally. Now, do I have someone who has passed everything right? Oh, you can pat your back, of course, with a smile. Wow. You can also write a very good comment that you like most in your book. Now, friends, today we are going to look at another thing. Remember, we are still handling the various examples of vegetation. So here today we have grass or grassland. Are we there? Whereby we shall know the meaning of grassland, the importance of grass or grasslands, and the dangers of grasslands. Are we there? Now, today we are not going to do in sessions, but we want to begin with what do we mean by grassland? Okay? Now, when we talk about grassland, this is how it looks like. Grassland simply is a large area of land with either tall or short grass. That's what we call a grassland. Are we there? So when we say grassland, we simply mean a large area of land with short or tall grass. Are we there? So now this is how it looks like. You can see this place. It has scattered trees and it has a lot of grass. And this is what we call grassland. Are we there? This is also vegetation. And you know we are dealing with each example of vegetation. Like we have had forests, swamps. We are also having the grass or grasslands. Are we there? Now, friends, what do we need to know more about the grasslands? Now, we have various examples of grass that I have brought in for you here. And have you seen some of these? We have the couch grass. Okay. We have this one up. It's called millet grass. It's an example, it's a kind of grass. We also have the star grass. Have you seen any? We also have the couch grass. We also have the spear grass. There is a common one that you like saying, elephant grass. it is also an example, or it's a kind of grass. Are we there? So now all these get together and form what we call grasslands. The large pieces of land with short or tall grass are what is known as grasslands. Are we there? So these kind of grass are important, as you can see them, and we shall see the importance of grass or grasslands. Now friends, we can continue. And the grasslands are also known as savanna. You have heard people saying savanna, and you see now what is savanna. When we talk of savanna, we are actually meaning grasslands. So now, of savanna we have two types, but before, do you see the word savanna very well? Can we spell the word savanna together? S-A-V-A-N-N-A-H. Sometimes there are those who write it without H, and it is also okay. Now, my friends of people, we have two types of savanna or grasslands. We have what we call the wet savanna. Now here the grass is very tall and it looks so nice. Okay? It's very tall grass. This is located in a place that receives a lot of rainfall. So the grass there grows very well, very healthy. Are we there? So we also have the dry savanna. This dry savanna is next to places that do not receive a lot of rainfall. So the grass may not be very, very tall as the one in wet savanna. Are we there? In wet savanna, even you can find many trees, but here you find scattered trees, very few trees with only grass. That is now dry savanna. Leaving that, friends, it's also important for us to know what are the importance of grasslands. How are these grasslands important? Because previously we saw how swamps are important, how forests, even grasslands are important. How are they important to people, to animals, or in the environment? One, we can first read through very fast and we can see one by one. They are used for grazing animals. They beautify the environment. They are used for searching semi-permanent houses. They are used in mulching gardens. Some grass is used as medicine, and they are used to control soil erosion. So we have to see some of them. You can see in my pictures, grasslands are used for grazing animals, as you can see. If you have eyes, I know you would have seen this. You see this one? This animal is enjoying the grass. So grasslands are used for feeding animals, or they help in feeding animals, or people graze animals on these grasslands. Are we there? You can also see my friend here. He has brought some animal feeds here, and they are right from the grasslands. Are we there? So they are used for feeding animals, as you have seen. You can now continue. You can see these grasslands also beautify the environment. They make it so attractive, okay? They make it so beautiful. Then we also have, some are used to search houses. Have you seen the kind of this house I have here? I know they are not common in Kampala. You have skyscrapers, you have bungalows, but these houses are not common. Now, I am not going to say that when you go to... Now, friends, as I have told you, these kind of houses are not common in Kampala. But when you go to villages, they are common, okay? So we use grassland we use grass to search such a kind of house. Are we there? We also have, they help in mulching our gardens, as you can see. Scientifically, you are advised to use dry grass when you are mulching. Are we there? You can see my garden here. It is well mulched. And what have we used? We have used grass. Are we there? Then, now friends, grass or grasslands can also be used in mulching our gardens, as you can see, my friends, here. See, scientists advise us to use the dry one. You are going to ask Mr. Manika, why do we use the dry grass when we are mulching? I know he's going to answer that question. Now, this is mulching. When we are mulching, we use dry grass mainly. Now, we also have, they can be used to make herbs or herbal medicine. See, when sometimes you are sick, mom does not need to take you to the clinic or to the hospital. Just moves around your house, picks some grass and mixes it with water, squeezes it, mixes it with water, then you take a sip and your stomach is fine. Had a stomach ache after taking, you begin jumping, kicking buckets, and you get okay. So it can be used to make herbal medicine. So one time I'll ask you, how is grass important to a herbalist? Don't scratch your head and you say, I've never heard of that question. I will just in need of herbal medicine. Now friends, there are very many importance of grasslands or grass as we have listed them here. Are we there? They are used to control soil erosion. You know, grass, first of all, we have the one that can cover the top of the soil. And you know the agents of erosion. The common one is fast flowing water or flowing water. So this grass will reduce the speed of the flowing water so that it cannot take away the top soil. Are we there? They also beautify the environment. Okay, when you move around our school, we have very, very good grass. It makes our school look beautiful. And that's why we planted it, okay? To make our school very beautiful. Now, my friends of people, we are still continuing with grasslands. These grasslands are also dangerous to people, okay? They have good things and the bad ones. So how are the grasslands dangerous? How are these areas with tall or short grass dangerous to the environment or specifically to people? One, these are bleeding places for vectors, okay? So when you stay here, you will be disturbed by these vectors. They will easily spread the germs that could cause diseases to you. So it's not good to live near grasslands. Also, some grass is dangerous to plants, the weeds specifically. When you have your garden, we have there grass or grassland, the weeds. These weeds will affect the proper growth of your crops. Are we there? Then we also have, they are hiding places for criminals. Some people hide in grasslands. Some criminals hide in, like the thieves, the defilers, and many others can easily hide in these tall grass. Are we there? Now, I have a note for you. Most game parks are found in Savannah. Oh, wild animals like living in grasslands. Do you know why? One, these places have a lot of pasture for these animals. And secondly, these are also very open areas for animals to roam. Okay, these animals like moving this way, that way, this way. So they have enough space for animals to roam. Now, my friends, as I get to end of my lesson, I have an activity for you. It is very simple, as you can see it here. So there are only 5 numbers, and I expect you to do this work very well. I want to say we meet in the next lesson. See me as I see you.